What's up, everyone? This is Nomad coming at you with Game 2 of the Nanawa vs. Rain series. In the first game, we saw Nanawa, the red Protoss, over here on Shakura's Plateau, take out Fnatic's Rain in a very nice Colossus timing push off 2 base after taking an early lead, killing off a ton of Marines. So this is Game 2 on Shakura's Plateau. A nice map, close spawns by air. We're probably going to see macro this game. Traditionally with this very easy to defend expansion because of this small choke at the ramp. You can easily take a fast expo, maybe drop some bunkers, or for the Protoss, they can go for a quick maybe 1-gate expand when with sentries can force field off armies in half and just have a really great defender's advantage. So, Fnatic Rain walling off actually, this is interesting. Normally, if you're going to go for an expansion base, I suppose if he's going for an expansion base build, this is okay. A lot of Terrans will opt to put their first depot near their mineral line, just as that way they lose almost no mining time in between their first, fast barracks, in between their them building the depot and going back to mining. But he's gonna go. Fnatic Rain's gonna wall off this game. This is actually kind of indicative of a tech build. But in general, it's just a good way to deny Protoss scouting because with a wall off, you just can't get into their base. Watch, he's probably going to camp. Yep, leaving it at only 50. Actually, this probably will just be a 1 Rax FE without gas. But Nanawa doesn't know that. He could be worried about a potential Cloak Banshee rush. He doesn't see the gases, and this is the most important part of any scouting. Not seeing the gases means that you have no idea what your opponent's doing. Oh, that was really close. Getting down to actually 10 HP there, almost killing a depot. But Nanawa's going to get his probe out of there before the Marine pops out and kills it so he can save his worker. Fnatic Rain scouting around. Let's look over what the Protoss is doing. Nanawa's got just 1 gate. Ooh, taking a second gas. We'll probably see another 1 gate expand, just like he did last game, and do a quick 3 gates, so that way he can keep up his defenses. Or he might get a robo this game. Admittedly, Rain is a bit of an oddity. He just recently started popping up in the scene. He used to be a GSL player, but he didn't really do that well. He got into Code S, actually opted to not play in the GSL anymore to join Team Fnatic. He used to be on Team TSL. But here we go, he's taking a fast expand, got his 2 Marines here to deny probe scouting, so that way there's no information that Nanawa's going to be able to get. He's not going to know if this is a fast expo or an incredibly risky 3 or 4 racks timing push. But Nanawa should probably just play it safe. Just sticking to keeping his economy going. Got a bit of chrono saved up. Probably going to go for a 1-gate expand. We don't see him dropping down any more gateways or a robo, so that's really indicative of a 1-gate expansion. Plus with this first sentry. Normally, if you're going to put on pressure, you're going to get a Zealot, then a Stalker, and then maybe another Stalker. And if you've got a Robo, you'll drop it down usually while your first unit's building. So you'll go for Zealot, Stalker, and Robo while the Stalker's going. But because he's getting these sentries, his gas is going to be much lower than normal. There we go, drops down the Nexus of expansion. And look at Nanawa, this is great. He's just scouting around the map, trying to take the watchtowers, making sure that there's no hidden bases or hidden tech going on. And he's just going to poke at this ramp, he's going to see the bunker, and he's going to see the bunch of Marines, and he's just going to try to put on as much pressure as he can. But he sort of knows that it's an expansion by now. There's no way that he'd be getting a bunker down on the low ground for an all-in build at 5 minutes into the game, almost 6 now. So Nanawa getting the quick robo, I definitely like this. Gonna get up a couple quick observers, make sure he doesn't let Cloak Banshees, and he's gonna be able to see his opponent's entire tech route, which it looks like he's doing the same build he did last game. 1 Rax expand into 3 quick Rax, except for this time, he's opting for fewer Marines, more gas, and he's probably gonna get up Stim, combat shields, and concussive shells pretty quick. Yep, see, look, getting Marauders instead of Marines. This is a nice little economic balance, because you're not gonna have that much, you're not gonna have that many gas off of the 2 gas if you want to get the upgrades, because they're so gas heavy. 100 gas for Stimpack, and if he wants to get combat shields and custom shells, it's even more gas. So we couldn't go for like three 3 racks Marauder, and getting a factory or something would be a bit early for this point, because it's better to just get out as many early units as you can for defensive play, just in case Nanawa went for an all-in. Nanawa transferring down probes now. Getting up. Does he have an observer? Yeah, he got up that first observer. Where is it? He's just scouting around right now. He'll definitely check around the map, making sure there's no hidden starports, and then he'll go straight into Rain's base and see what he's doing. Now, another fast Colossus build out of Nanawa. I haven't actually seen this play from anyone else. Traditionally, if you're going to go for this faster Robo, teching to Colossus, you usually don't tech to Colossus. You get out some early Immortals for the early defense, because you really don't have the gas. See, look, he's just now getting his gas up at his natural. It's just hard to get the gas for a Colossi and Thermal Lance off of one base, especially when you're getting these early sentries, which are really important. But looks like he's figured this out pretty well. I want to see how this does in this game too, compared to last game. Looking back to the production tab, just getting up some reactive medevacs for Rain, and getting conch shells from Marauders. Now gonna go a lot more Marauder heavy. He saw the Colossi last game, and we saw that there were so many early Marines. Marines just not so good against Colossi as Marauders are, because Marauders have way more HP, that one armor, and are just way more durable. Plus they deal bonus damage to armored units, which Colossi are. Going back to the Protoss base, Nanawa just getting his economy up. Now got a second gas, probably gonna drop a forge soon if he wants to get upgrades. Or more gateways. Looks like we're going to see a 6-gate Colossus timing attack. Well, he scouted the Terran, so he's definitely... Oh, well, he actually hasn't seen any of the Terran's tech. This is very interesting from Nanawa. He's just now going in, and he's already deciding on making this 6-gate timing attack. Ton of racks going down for Rain. He's going to have a lot of production soon. Powering really hard. And he's starting to get Vikings too. Does Rain know about the Colossi? Yes, he does. He 100% knows. He's going to start making reactor Vikings. Probably going to deal very well with these Colossus. Because of this fast 6 gates. Oh, a drop going on from Rain. Taking out some Zealots. Is he going to pick off any tech structures? No. That's okay though. So getting back to what I was saying. Because he went for a fast expansion, but powered onto 3 gates and this Robo so fast, he just didn't have the economy for a high stalker production. So he's not going to be able to deal with these Vikings so well that Rain's getting. You'll notice, see, look, he's got so much gas now. He's starting with the Colossus, and he's got to get the Zealots too. This is a bit odd. Traditionally, you see, maybe he's just going to go, he's probably going to go for a certain number of Colossi and then just stop production from his Robo and just pump units out of these gateways. That's what you normally see in this sort of situation. But let's look at the Stalker count. Only 7 Stalkers, although there are only 3 Vikings right now. Is he producing double Vikings still? No, it looks like he's only been making 1 Viking at a time. This is very interesting. He's actually... Oh, this is a bit of a misstep by Rain. He's got 2 reactored starports, only making 1 Viking from each. This is a bit bad. It would be better to just have 1 starport queued with both Vikings, and then maybe this one using the reactor for barracks or something. Oh, looks like he got supply blocked actually. Building a 3rd base. I like this missile turret up front, definitely going to protect you against DTs, and one of the funny things about this map is if Nanawa wants to poke in, he's like at the bunkers right here, his Colossi have to get a bit close to this ramp, and this missile turret, oftentimes Protoss players forget that missile turrets will shoot Colossi, and you can get a lot of bonus damage in during a timing attack, like what we see from Nanawa. Now, there's that proxy pylon going down. Definitely not going to be taking a 3rd base. No upgrades from Nanawa. There's going to be a drop in his nat and in his main, though. Cleans up the drop in his main easily. But this natural, the drop in the natural dealing a ton of damage. Probes having to be pulled off the line. Nanawa says, just forget it. I'm just going to go for the attack. I'll just let my Colossi and my base deal with this. Vikering on both fronts. Look at this APM, guys. That's a professional gamer for you. So having successfully put this drop to waste, Nano is going to go back. Let's see this battle. ton of Colossi, but look at these Vikings taking the Colossus out so fast, and there is no anti-air of this army, only a couple Stalkers, not enough to take out these Vikings. 2 Colossi go down, almost for free, not dealing that much damage to the bio because of these bunkers. And Rain looks in great shape, taking a huge supply lead with that 3rd base already up. Needs to turn this into an orbital or float it down and make it into a planetary. Oh, and look at Nano, this is great. Throwing down a pylon right here to block the expansion. Actually, on this map, I really like Terran taking this base as opposed to this far away one. Because what you can see sometimes is if you attack in here with Stalkers and Sentries, this is a really easy place to force field. And you can sort of pick off the command center, and if you've got Blink Stalkers, you can actually just blink away on the side here, and your Colossus can walk over cliffs. But right here, it's a bit harder to engage. You have to be walking into a concave to attack on either side. But we'll see what Rain decides to do. He's got a supply advantage. Honestly, he doesn't even have to take this base. Look at Nano. I was starting to float a ton of gas, ton of minerals too. Probably just gonna warp in a bunch of units. Oh, going for a forge, double forge, and Templar Archives with charge. This is a nice maneuver to try to catch up. Sometimes Terrans can overstep, and if you've got Sidestorm up, you can definitely deal a ton of damage because there's no... Oh, but Terran's already got Ghosts on the way. He's got 1 attack. He's getting +1 armor. This game is just swinging more and more into Fnatic Rain's favor. Still got the Scouting Factory. Has he scouted the tech? No, but that's okay. He's making Ghosts anyway. Now, when the Ghosts hit, it's all going to be about whether or not he's saving High Templars, or if he's just going to skip Sonic Storm and go for Archons. Because if you get a bunch of clumped up High Temps EMP'd, the game is over. But you can... But Archons are actually not that bad at tanking EMPs if you've only got a couple Ghosts. Because they'll absorb the majority of the EMP damage while the Zealots and Stalkers will remain safe. Now, I'm actually surprised here. Does Nanoa know the army composition for the Terran? Well, he probably... This pylon that was here probably saw those Ghosts. He really should just make... Colossi, he really needs to switch back into Colossi because Ghosts are very weak against Colossi. They deal almost no damage to them, only dealing 10, now 11 to non-armored units. And with some good force fields, and let's check out the Viking count. Oh, there's still 11 Vikings for Rain. I guess it's a good idea that he didn't switch back into Colossi. Honestly, though, it doesn't really matter. This army for Nanoa, look, Rain is maxed. Nanoa's 40 supply down. This just is not looking good for Nanoa. Rain's got vision of most of the map. He's even checking for the... He's even... With this watchtower, he can even see both of Nanoa's potential 3rd base locations. This game just looks more and more like Rain's gonna win. Pushing out through the middle of the map right now. Bunch of Vikings, medevacs. Actually, pretty low medevac count, only 4, and a couple of them are heavily damaged. But there's no sentries. There's only... Oh, there's a couple sentries in the back here. If they get EMP'd, it will definitely be over. Without Guardian Shield, Zealots just melt very quickly. It's a Ghost Marine Marauder, because Ghosts deal bonus damage to light. Oh, look at this. The Vikings picking off a Colossus before the battle even begins. 3 Colossi kills right here. Massive battle. The Charge Lot's running in. Just not dealing enough damage, though. Marauders and Marines kiting back. Archons are just gonna melt right after this, and Nanoa GG's. And that's the end of the game. Now, this whole game was decided right here when Nanoa pushed up, and those Vikings just killed 2 Colossi almost for free. That's one of the reasons why Colossi aren't so good on this map. They can be used okay to poke down here, but if you actually try to push up, you really have to watch them because the Vikings can just sit on the high ground here and rain massive damage. Alright, let's go on to game 3, guys. This is Nomad. Check you in the next video.